Down and Dirty is sponsored by Cedar Lake Speedway.
What a weekend last week at Cedar Lake Speedway as the Extreme Dirt Car Series came to town for the 5th annual Masters. This year, Cedar Lake officials revamped the format of the Masters to reflect NASCAR's Winston, the All-Star race. Stan Meisner and videographer Brian Nelson were on hand for all the action.
We're talking to the master of dirt late model racing, Wendell Wallace. Wendell, you survived a mess there on lap 3. You took advantage of a fortunate circumstances there in the last 20-lap segment. Tell us about that.
Well, we, the field got inverted there the last deal. I couldn't hear exactly what you said, but we seemed like we lost a cylinder there, and we started on the front row in the last segment, and made some changes to the car, and the car got real good, and we were just able to get out front and ride our pace.
I don't know if you realize this, but you checked out by a whole straightaway.
Well, I didn't know how big a lead I had. I was just kind of concentrating on the groove, wasn't looking around, and the car felt pretty good.
Justin, tell us, what do you think of the format?
It's something else, It's not something these guys are used to or we're used to. And I tell you, I came around that last segment, and they inverted the whole field, and I just barely got in, so it put us up front. Glad we finished up there.
So this got to be your biggest finish in a race like this.
Yeah, we've won some big WISSOTA races, but to run it with the national boys and get a top 3, that's something else.
You've won just about everything in the series. I guess you got your 400th win here in April. Are you running for points this year?
Yeah, we're going to follow this series. They've got a new owner and some new help, and things are going pretty well, and we like the way things are going. They're running it real well for us and for every driver. So, yeah, we will try to go for 5. We've won 4 championships now, and we're going to give it another shot.
Well, talk a little bit about how you got into dirt late model racing. I've got a friend that was in the Navy out in San Diego, said he used to watch you run out there. And that's really not a hotbed of late model racing anything west of the Mississippi, I don't think. Tell us a little bit how you got into this.
Well, my father got a car for himself to race just for a hobby, and he decided he didn't like to get that dirty. And, we started driving, and he did some of the mechanicking and built the cars, and we helped him do that. And, just something to do when we were young and just did quite well at it. So we just kept on, and he stayed with me for a couple of years. Then we moved on and went to Tennessee, and where I continued racing on my own, which I still live in Tennessee and still race out of Morrisburg.
Now, you've got some unique hobbies outside of racing. One of them, I understand, is surfing, and another thing is you like to fly. You're a licensed pilot. Tell us about some of the things you do outside of racing.
Well, I've got a Piper Cub, and my father builds World War I airplanes. He's got a Fokker triplane, Sopwith pup. Actually building a Gotha bomber right now on our farm, and so I do like to fly, and whenever I get a chance I do like to surf. Growing up in California, I learned to surf, and I've been to Australia 5 times, and got some friends over there we like to get out there and do some surfing with. We're hoping to even maybe go this year just for a vacation. Me and my wife go out there and spend some time on the beach.
Down and Dirty has been presented by Cedar Lake Speedway, featuring the best dirt racing in the upper Midwest, Saturday nights.
Race fans, you haven't seen racing unless you've been to Cedar Lake Speedway. Racing every Saturday night. Legendary Cedar Lake Speedway, featuring some of the finest dirt track drivers in the upper Midwest. Fans witnessing fields of over 150 racers competing on a regular basis. There's only one track. The legendary Cedar Lake Speedway. Regular race night race tickets just $10 for adults, $5 for children. Check us out online, cedarlakespeedway.com, or call toll-free 866-4CLS-FUN, 15 minutes east of Stillwater.